Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this toddler hat using diamond stitch. When I say toddler, is from 1 to 3 years old. And here you go. I've used DK weight yarn and a 4mm hook. And they measure, let me measure in front of you. This one is 6.5 inches. And if you stretch, it's going to be a lot bigger. So without stretching is 6.5. If you stretch, it's nearly 10. So which means 20 centimeter. And when you say 6.5, it's like nearly 7 actually. It's 14 inches. And from the top to down is 7.5 inches. And in centimeter would be nearly 20. And if you want to make it bigger, you can switch to a 4.5mm hook, and also you can change the yarn to an iron weight. But if you want to make it smaller, then switch it to 3.5mm hook and use DK weight. And also the brim size can be adjusted, so you can make it smaller or bigger. So you see this one a little bit thicker than this. So start with the slip knot and chain. So you can choose how many to start with. So I'm going to do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 and 10. And skip the first chain, go into the second one using the small back loop. So when you turn the chain, there's these small bumps. This is where I'm going to work. Starting from the second one. 1, 2, 3, and you should have 9. If you started with 10, you're going to have 9, with 11, 10, 12, 11, always one less. So here I've got my first round done. Now the second one is the repeat. Chain 1, turn the work, and using the back loop, so the one that is farthest to you, this one. So you can see there's one here and one here. I'm going to go into the farthest one and do single crochet. You're always going to have 9 single crochet. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And now repeat. Chain 1, turn the work, using again the back loop only, starting from the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, and repeat. I've got total of 52 rounds now, and if you want to easily count how many rounds you have, one way is to keep the end, so these initial ends, to the right side, so right hand side, and counting the ribs. So you can see this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and as many as you have, you'll have to multiply by 2. So if you have 10, it's going to be 20 rounds. If you have 12, it's 24. I've got here 26, so it's total of 52 rounds. And now to close it down, I'm going to keep this end still to the right, like this, and fold it down. So this is the other end. I'm going to fold it on top. And now I'm going to turn everything to the right, so like this, clockwise. So I'm going to work some slip stitches along to close this bit, and I still have the hook into the last stitch here. I'm going to take the hook off, go into the first stitch of that other side, so this one, and I'm going to go through one loop only, and the loop that is closest to me. So if I fold, you can see the two. So I'm going to go into the front one, this one, and now I'm going to grab this loop here and pull through like this, and I'm going to now start working from the second one. Because the first one is done, I'm going to go into the front loop, the loop that is closest to me, so this one, and onto the other side, the one that is closest to me, like this, and slip stitch, one loop from each side and slip stitch, so once you've completed this bit, it will look like that, and this is the right side. And I'm going to keep working with this gray yarn, and I'm going to do a round of single crochet. So every round is going to have one single crochet, so total of 52, and I'm going to do 12 stitches of increase. So every 5 there's going to be one increase, so total of 64. And depending on how big you're making, you'll have to adjust how much you're going to increase, and make sure you have a multiple of 4. So now I'm going to start where I've ended the work in here, chain 1 doesn't count, and now I'm going to go into the same stitch, the same rib in here, insert into the middle, and do a single crochet. And this is my first stitch. I'm going to place a stitch marker in there, and now I'm going to work in between the ribs and in the ribs. So when you little bit stretch, you can see this bit in here in the middle. On top there's these two loops. I'm going to insert below these two loops in here in the middle, exactly like this, and do single crochet. And then I'm going to work into the rib in here in this stitch. So I've got 3, and now again into these 2 loops in here underneath. So I've got my 4 stitches, and now into the 5th, which is the next rib in here, I'm gonna do 2 single crochet, 1 and 2. So I've got now 6, and I'm gonna repeat this, 1, then the next 2, 3, 4, and now the increase 5, and into the same 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 into the same. I've got here 52 rounds, and I have to do 12 increase, so the stitches will be total of 64. And I have done already 10 increases. I have 60 stitches and 2 rounds left, so 4 stitches left to do. So I'm going to do 2 into the next 2. So the last 2 is going to be 2 into each. So 1, 2, and the last 1 and 2. and now I'm gonna slip stitch on top of the first one. So that's it. So I've got total of 64 and it looks like this. After the slip stitch, now I'm gonna switch yarn. So here I've got my second color. So I'm gonna make a slip knot with that one and pull through close, and do my chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and this chain 3 does count a stitch, so it's actually a double crochet. Now I'm gonna turn the work and I'm gonna work from the inside rather than the outside, so like this. So you can see this is the wrong side, and now I'm going to do 1 double crochet into each. Before that, I'm going to tie these two ends together like that, and now I'm going to do 1 double crochet into each, so 63 double crochet and the starting chain 3. Now to finish the round, I'm going to slip stitch on top of the chain 3, 1, 2, 3, like this. And now chain 1 doesn't count, and I'm going to turn the work now like this, and now I'm in the right side, so this is the outside, and now I'm going to work a single crochet into the same as the chain 1, so this is the one, and you can place a stitch marker if you want. And now it's going to be a round of single and triple crochet. After the first single crochet, I'm going to work a triple crochet, and this triple crochet will be worked in the post of the single crochet round. So I've got in here the single crochet round, this is the first one, and I'm going to work into the front of this post. And to start, I'm going to yarn over twice like this and count from the bottom, from the first one of the round. I'm going to count 4th single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one. So this is the 4th one. So if you count from the first one, 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th, yarn over twice, insert the hook going from the front to the back like this. So you can see the post in front of the hook, and the hook is on the back. And now I'm going to grab the yarn, so pull up a loop. You should have 4 loops into the hook, so yarn over and go through the first 2, yarn over and go through the second 2, and then yarn over, go through the last 2 like this. So you'll see you have this now triple crochet done into the 4th single crochet. And now I'm going to do 3 single crochet starting from the second one, from behind the triple crochet. So we're going to skip that one behind the triple crochet, so this one, the one that is next to the first single crochet, and then go into the next one, the second one, and do 1, and then go into the next 1 and the next. So 3 single crochet, 1 skipped behind, you can see, and this is the first one. And after that I'm going to do triple crochet 2 together, going through the last single crochet where I've done the first triple crochet, so this one, and then I'm going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and go into the 4th one and do the 2 together. So yarn over twice, insert into this last single crochet where I've done the triple crochet, and pull up a loop, you're gonna have 4 loops into the hook. Yarn over, go through the first 2, then yarn over, go through the second 2, keep these 2 into the hook, so you've got 2 loops left, then yarn over twice and skip 1, 2, 3 and go into the 4th like this and pull up a loop, and I have 5 loops into the hook. Go through first 2, go through the second 2, and then go through last 3. That's it. So I have my 2 together done now, and in between you'll always have 3 single crochet. And now skip the stitch behind this one, go into the second one and do 1, then into the next 1 and into the next 1, 3 single crochet. And now this is the repeat pattern, so 2 triple crochet together, going through the last one, this one, skip 3, go into the 4th and do that together. So yarn over twice, insert, pull up a loop, go through first 2, go through second 2, keep these 2 into the hook, yarn over twice, 1, 2, 3, skip 3, go into the 4th and then pull up loop. So 5 loops, go through first 2, go through second and the last, skip the one behind always, so the stitch that is behind the triple crochet, and then do 3 single crochet, 1, 2 and 3 like this, and continue repeating this pattern. Now after the last triple crochet 2 together, you should be left with 3 stitches, so 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to skip the one behind the triple crochet and do the last 2 single crochet, so 1 into each, 1 and 2, and I'm going to take the stitch marker off from the first single crochet and slip stitch over there. And this round is not finished yet, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to yarn over twice and go through the the last triple crochet, so the same single crochet, so go in, insert, go behind that and pull up a loop, and I'm going to go through the first 2 loops, go through the second 2, and now for the last 2 what I'm going to do, insert into the first triple crochet, so top 2 loops you can see, go through that and pull up a loop and go through the last 2 loops of the triple crochet to complete it like this. So you can see you have now this bit done, so you now have sets of 2 triple crochet. And now for the next round, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and this chain 3 does count as a stitch. This is a double crochet. Now I'm gonna turn the work like this, and you can see I'm gonna now work from the wrong side and do 1 double crochet into each of the stitches, so yarn over and start, so from this one, and do double crochet into each, so I've done 64 double crochet. Now slip stitch on top of the chain 3, chain 1, turn the work again, and now start working. So this is going to be one of the repeat rounds, so I'm going to start by doing 1 single crochet into the next 3, so starting from the same as the chain 1, the next 2, then the 3. So I've got my first 3 single crochet done, and now I'm going to start doing the triple crochet 2 together. So unless the last round of triple crochet we started by doing 1 and then 2, now we're going to start simply by doing 2 together. So yarn over twice, insert the hook on top of the first triple crochet. So as you remember, this 2 was the first and the last triple crochet, and you can see they're different from the other triple crochet together because they've been done separate. So what I'm going to do is yarn over twice, go there, insert the hook on top of this loop of the first one, and then go through like this behind the single crochet, I would say, and then pull up a loop, and you should have 4 loops. Go through the first 2 and the second 2, so you have 2 loops into the hook. Now yarn over twice and then go into behind these 2 triple crochet together, so like this. So you're working into the single crochet round, pull up a loop, and then go through first 2, go through second 2 and the last 3, like this. So you have the diamond complete now, you can see. Now skip the one behind and do the 3 single crochet, 1, 2 and 3, and again I'm going to do triple crochet 2 together, going through this one and this one. So you can see I'm in the middle and I'm going to work in these 2 in between. So yarn over twice, go behind, pull up a loop, then yarn over twice, go into the next and complete your triple crochet like this. Skip the one behind and then 1, 2 and 3. So you can see now, and repeat this. So I'm left with only 1 stitch. You can see here I've got my 3 single crochet and left with this 2, so I'll have to do another 2 together. So yarn over twice, and then here that's it. So after the last 2 together, you're gonna skip the last stitch and slip stitch on top of the first single crochet. So once it's done, now it's again time for a round of double crochet. So chain 3 counts as a double crochet, turn the work and do 1 double crochet into each, to finish the round. Slip stitch on top of the chain 3, chain 1, turn the work, and this is going to be another repeat round now, and you're going to start similar to this first round of triple crochet, starting with 1 single crochet. So 1 single crochet and then triple crochet 2 together, going through first one and the second one. So it's always going to be triple crochet 2 together. You're going to start either with 1 single crochet or 3 single crochet. So after this round, starting with the 1, I'm going to do a round of double crochet and then repeat this round in here, and then repeat this round here, so alternating between these 2. So after the first single crochet, yarn over twice, go through this one, and then yarn over twice, next one, that's it, and skip the stitch behind, then single crochet 3, so from now on it's just a repeat. So now I'm going to repeat this round and then finish off here with the slip stitch on top of the first single crochet. After the last triple crochet 2 together, you'll be left with 3 stitches. Skip 1, the one behind the triple crochet, and the last two going to be single crochet 1 and 2, and then slip stitch on top of the first single crochet. That's it. And now chain 3, turn the work and do a round of double crochet, and then it's going to be repeat, and the repeat round is this one here. So you're going to start with 3 single crochet, including the single crochet round. I've done now a total of 14 rounds. So I've stopped here into the double crochet round, and if you want to count the triple crochet round, I've got 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So once you have 6 triple crochet round, you're going to stop. And so here I've ended the work, and now I'm going to do the 3 rounds of decrease. After the double crochet round, now chain 1, turn the work, and this is the first round of decrease. I'm going to start with a single crochet and then do triple crochet 2 together, and now I'm going to skip 1 stitch behind, so the one behind the triple crochet, and now 1 single crochet. After the first single crochet, I'm going to do now single crochet 2 together. So over the next 2, instead of doing 1 1, I'm going to do 2 together. So insert into the next, pull up a loop, then go insert into the next and pull up a loop, 3 loops, and then go through all 3. That's it. So I've got 2 instead of 3, and this is the decrease. And now again triple crochet 2 together, so yarn over twice and do as usual. And now skip the one behind, and then go into the next single crochet and then single crochet 2 together, like this, and that's the repeat. After the last triple crochet 2 together, I'm left with 3 stitches. I'm going to skip 1, and the last 2 is going to be 2 together. So single crochet 2 together, like this, because I've already done my first single crochet in here, so 1 here, and I'm going to slip stitch, and that's it. So I've got 2 stitches in between the triple crochets. And now the next round is just going to be a round of double crochet, chain 3, turn work, and 1 double crochet into each. And now I'm going to finish this round off with slip stitching into the chain 3. And now for the second round of decrease, chain 1, turn the work, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work this triple crochet 2 together into the previous, this one, and into the next one. So I'm into the middle, you can see, in between. So the chain 1 doesn't count. And now what I'm going to do is yarn over twice, go into this one on the right, pull up a loop, and then yarn over twice and go into the next one, and now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to skip anything behind, because you can see the chain 1, the stitch of the chain 1 is the 1, so I'm not going to skip anything. I'm going to go straight into the next 2, and over the 2 I'm going to do single crochet 2 together. So go into the next one, so next stitch, pull up a loop, into the next one, pull up a loop, and go through both. That's it. And now I'm going to do triple crochet 2 together over the next two, this one and this one, and this is going to be just repeat now. So you're going to have only one stitch in between the triple crochet, and from now on I'm going to skip one behind. So the stitch behind the triple crochet I'm going to skip and then go into the next, pull up a loop, into the next, pull up a loop, and single crochet like this. And now yarn over twice, skip the one behind, go into the next, and that's it. So this is how it looks now. After the last triple crochet 2 together, you should be left with 3 stitches behind. You can see I'm going to skip one, and over the last two I'm going to do single crochet 2 together, and to finish I'm going to slip stitch on top of the first triple crochet, so this one here. And now for the next round, chain 3, turn the work and work 1 double crochet into each. I'm finishing off the double crochet round, slip stitching, and now chain 1, turn the work. So this round, the last round, it's actually an optional round. You could just close down the top bit now, or do this round. This is an extra round and it doesn't really make a big difference. So after chain 1, turning the work, you're here in this position. So I'll be working into the next two, not these two, but the next two. So now yarn over twice, go into the next, and then yarn over twice, go into the next one. And when you have these 3 loops into the hook, what you're gonna do is go behind, skip one stitch, this one, the one next to the chain 1, and then go into the second one, this one, and keeping these 3 loops into the hook, insert into that one, grab the yarn and pull through all 3 of the loops like this. So you'll have your diamond complete now, you see. And now I'm going to continue like this. So there's not going to be any single crochet, it's going to be only this triple crochet round. So you go into the next one and do the same. You're going to keep the last 3 loops into the hook and then go behind, skip the one after the triple crochet, the last one. So let me check which one is it. Is this one. I'm going to go into the second one and pull through like this. So you can see they're not really packed together. So I'm actually working on top of the double crochet round, so it's not increasing the length of the head. So I'm just gonna continue like this all the way, or you can just avoid this round and follow me after this round. So triple crochet, leave the 3 loops, skip this one, go into the next and finish the triple crochet. To finish the last triple crochet 2 together, you will see you're left with 1 stitch, and the other one is the chain 1. So I'm going to go into that one where the chain 1 comes from. That's it. Now I'm going to slip stitch on top of the first triple crochet. Now chain 1, cut the yarn, pull, that's it. And now to close this bit down, I'm gonna turn inside out. So this is the wrong side, this is how it looks, and these are the ends. And now I'm gonna take a needle with some yarn and secure it, so not too long, not too short. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start from any point, from any of the stitch, insert, so like this, from the front to the back, and skip the next one, go into the next, and from the other side I'm going to insert and get back to this side like this. Leave the end a little bit, so this much, and now continue this process. Skip one, go into the next, and now from the other side skip one, go into the next, and continue doing that. That's it. And now I've got both my end here and tie together, pull, and you see it will close down. So you can see now it's closed, and now you can weave all the ends like this.